Getting in correctly. All the teams are right. Wally versus Giants. Paris Letdowns versus Sasky Shotgunners. Let's go here. Paris Letdowns on the good side. Let's see if they can retain that, though. We're going to big fight off the break here. BK versus Giants on the right.
Yeah, big fight. That P3, that mid-cut area, that's going to be huge when you're on this P1.
Big
And,
nades,
well,
though.
Giants win it. Big nades again coming in. We saw some good nades in that first series. And, well, they're continuing through the second. Junos with a big kill towards Couches as well. These players for Paris getting shut down off the spawns. Time now in the hands, still in the hands of Sasky. And if you can get, probably, I mean, if you can walk away with 30 seconds on this P1, you can consider that a success.
Wally's shooting. It's a tough scene for the Paris Letdowns. I mean, it's only 20-4, but with 15 seconds left on the clock, those spawns flip. Wally's 3-0, trying to find his way to streaks. Going to pick up these two players on the right. Can you find the kills? You find one. The trade is in, though, and that's actually a big one because as player 7 spawns out, you should have hit the back, though. If you're Nafty, it doesn't matter. You still spawn back left with your teammate, but Pray Nav, you're going to want to look for him, and you didn't know he was here until he started shooting. There's going to be a natural pinch right here, and I'm not sure Paris is ready for it.
Yeah, but they do shut him down. They shut Pranav down towards the backside. Some trades rolling in the feed. Good for Sasky. Good teamwork, like you said. BK gets a pair of kills, but Paris, you're still spawning in the back. That's a good sign for you. You've got these close spawns. Still trying to get this pressure going. 2 through couch side, 2 through this backside. But Junos, he gets the opening kill. PK gets 1. Some more 2 kills. Trades rolling in the feed. A team kill's coming in. Stussy. He's going to get shut down, and all the players for London, or Paris, sorry, shut down. But they still do spawn in the back. They still have this time. 20 seconds remaining on this hill. They flushed these Sasky players out here, and I'm not sure those Sasky players were quite ready for them to spawn back there.
That's a big 15 right now. It's going to tie up the game. At least they're actually going to get the lead right now, and you're going to want to rotate to new. It doesn't look like they're aware of where Sasky spawned. I'm not sure who's looking for him. It's going to be Giants, but you got to know at some point they are going to be locker side. It's going to be a 3-on-3 hit right here, but you got to play slow if you're Paris because that first blood doesn't go your way. You do got 1 in 10, but the kills are back and forth. Nafty with a big 2, 8-4 to start things out. He might be the player to watch out for Paris Letdowns because he's frying so far.
Yeah, double positive. He's on a 4 spree, trying to play for some kills, trying to get that cruise missile coming in. Now he's on a 5. All the players were falling in the feed for Sasky as well. Finally able to break that streak and get a kill of his own. A good hold so far coming in for Paris. The lead now up to 20 points. Or sorry, 20 points, sorry. A couple kills gonna roll in the feed for Sasky. That's good for them. They finally break their way onto this hill, but Paris is now ready on this rotation. Nafty and BK, a big fight on that next hill, and Nafty, he will win it. Pranav, though, he's there for that trade, so good kills, kind of rolling in between for both these teams. As Stussy, he's on this next hill, shutting some players down, kind of just trying to wait for his teammates to get here as they're spawning out.
Player 4 spawns out so far back lockers. I mean, that is so tough. I mean, he has the pinch on the dojo, and they're not going to pick it up, and the kills go their way, so it doesn't matter. Wow, all those kills go the way of Paris, and you're going to bang out the front. Nobody spawns out. You got the right idea if you're Nafty, but that first kill is everything right there, but the rest of your teammates, they can just look forward. Player 4, he doesn't even need to watch, man. He can bang out that mid-right door if he wants to, but he's in the right spot, and he's going to find the timing on it as well. He's at least going to get 1. It's going to be Grim with a good timing right there. Is able to find 2, the 3. Oh, the jump is there, but you still got the right idea. Giants with 2. Paris Letdowns, big opening right here. 20 seconds left on the clock. You can find a big lead after this first set of rotations if you can get the rest.
Yeah, they're trying to secure the rest of this time. These Sasky players still trying to bang this out through the front. You saw him kind of struggle on that first hill with, you know, kind of went down by about 20, 25 points on that first hill. And, well, they've turned it around since. The lead still growing, almost doubled at this point. BK over towards this guy. He does spot that player, but these 2 players for Paris are here, but he's going to find both courtesy of the TK. So now back over to the second P1. Sasky found some success here on the first P1, so trying to replicate that again, keep themselves in this game. They'll lead a little bit over 40 points. A contest finally going to come in. Is Giants going to find a little bit of an opening kill? Nafty's going to find one as well. BK there to shut that down a little bit, but Stussy, towards that window side. He gets shut down pretty quickly. Trades rolling in the feed. Good for Paris as they find their way onto this time. So, I mean, Sasky, you got a little bit of early time on that P1, but Paris doing a good job this time of shutting that down a little bit.
Kills going back and forth. 50-point lead for the Paris Letdowns. And I want to take a little quick look at the scoreboard. Stussy 15-10. Nafty 12-10. Rest of the team playing good as well. Gonna call in that mute field, just make sure it's not active camo. You're gonna get that map forfeit. Paris Letdowns gonna be pinching around the back. Nafty able to find one as well. It's gonna be player 7, Junos, all alone on new. You're gonna have to find a couple. You're gonna have to make magic happen, and you don't. So now Paris, they have Sasky right exactly where they want. All front left, player 8. He might sneak through though. It looks like Giants is looking for him.
Yeah, Giants, yeah. He was looking for him, but he got shut down. They're going to try and funnel through this backside. Pranav play in the corner, gets that kill onto Grim. They're now going to break their way onto this hill. These Paris players still spawning in the back with 3 in Stussy towards that front side. He's going to find a big 2 kills. The spawn's not quite red. Pranav, the last man on the hill, gets a kill, but gets shut down quickly. Time again, still in the hands of Paris. They're trying to hold, they're trying to grow their lead. A little bit under 70 points for him so far. Trades, checkerboards rolling through the feed. Good for Sasky. More trades trying to come in, and Pranav can't find it. So trades good in the feed for Paris. They're going to pick up that scrap time, but on these rotations again is Sasky. We've seen them. They're getting good rotations. They're getting here early. They're getting here when they should, but I mean, just the Paris push, the Paris breaks have just kind of been too much so far.
Absolutely. I mean, Sasky, they've been playing all right, but you can kind of see it in the scoreboard. Those trade battles have just not been going their way the whole game, and it's led them to be like a little bit negative here and there. And, you know, that's what's going to give Paris a 70-point lead. If you lose every trade battle, just 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, it's going to add up every single time, and it ends up that way. Sasky, though, they're trying to fight it through the mid side, mid and dojo. Wally with a big one right there. You got to fly at him if you're Junos, but it doesn't matter. Wally's still there. The spawns have flipped. I'm not sure they're reading it just yet, but now BK is going to find one on the outside. Junos with the Oka's camo is able to find it as well. Spawns flip again. Player 2 out of the play, though. There's a 0% chance they're aware of him. I guarantee that. He's just got to play his life. Can he find one? He is, but you got to find at least one more to let your teammates get close, and you don't.
Yeah, that's good teamwork from Sasky on the collapse to kind of, you know, he did find that opening kill. He did get behind you, but the teamwork there to clean that up. Stussy on the head glitch through the window shuts that player down. So trades again, kind of rolling into the feed. Sasky, they're trying to get a few hills here. Is the lead now only 30 points for Paris? Nafty, he's going to fall off the map. So that's not what you want when you have a lead and it's slowly but surely diminishing. Paris, though, they're going to get on this hill. They're going to find 3 kills in the feed, make it all 4. Player, a little bit of a split spawn coming in with 2 players for Sasky spawning close towards dojo, but Grim is here to shut that down. Almost finds that third with the pistol. Trades a little bit of 2-2 split in the feed. Time still in the hands of Paris. Lead a little over 40 points now as the kills now starting to take over in the feed for Paris. Junos, though, with a big 2-piece before he gets shut down. That's a good shutdown, but 3 in the feed. Make it all 4. Nafty with a 2-piece. Scrap time again. Gonna go the way of Paris as we go to another third P1.
I'm not exactly sure how. I'm looking at the mini-map right there. I have 0 clue how Sasky Shotgunners don't end up with the finals 25 seconds of time. Somebody must have made a miracle happen, because if you looked at the mini-map there, it was a 4v1 on time, and the rest of Paris Letdowns were out of the play. However, they end up with the scrap time and the kills. I'm not sure how it happened, but Wally having himself a map, 27 and 17. Even though his team is down 50, he's got the Hellstorm in his back pocket. Paris Letdowns still playing great COD. They're looking for the fights right here. The nade's got to come in on time. Pranav picking up the right, is able to get 2. So now you got to fight for time. The rest of the team's got to go. Looks like Wally called in that kill streak, or he lagged out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on right here. And he did. It just takes 10 seconds to call in your Hellstorm. Don't forget that, guys. Watch the Reddit post. It's crazy. But 20 seconds left on the clock. And you got the P2 spawn, so that's good for Sasky Shotgunners. But each one of these seconds is, you know, it's not good, because Paris, they're just inching themselves closer and closer to victory.
Yeah, that scrap time, it comes so much more, like, it's just so much more impactful when you only need 29 seconds for the victory. These Sasky, you're going to have to stop giving up, you know, 10 seconds here, 11 seconds there, and Grim's going to win a big fight on this hill. He's going to get these kills, and the spawn's now spawning out for Sasky. They're going to try and flood through this rooftop side with one going through couches. Grim not able to find it. That's a big 2 kills out of Juno. Oh, he's going to find one. He's kind of going in with a pistol, trying to find something. The contest is in. Wally finds a big 2-piece. So kills now going to be in their favor. The time now in their favor. Spawns are flipped. So the break is in for Sasky. That's good damage mediation. You know, kind of control a little bit more of the map. 26 seconds remaining on this hill. Now Paris, they're going to break their way on. They're going to find 3. Sasky still spawning in the back. But, I mean, if you're Sasky, you got to go.
I mean, if you're watching the mini right now, if you're a mini map enjoyer, I mean, Wally is literally everything right now on the map for Sasky Shotgunners. It's kind of ridiculous. They do have the rotation to do, so that is good, but 238, I mean, it's a real tough pull right here. But I mean, if you're going to do it anywhere, I mean, Lockers Hill isn't a bad place to start. It's not a bad place to start at all. You know exactly where they are, but you know, you're down 40. You got to pick up basically every second of this time. And I mean, the kills, they are going your way to start things out. Wally's running them down, and BK's going to do it. He said, BK, run at him. And he said, okay, I'll go. And he did. He finds the kill. This is a great start to the comeback, but can you keep going?
Yeah, gotta keep going. I mean, the Paris players, they committed so much pressure and so much effort towards that P2, and it opened that up for P3 for Sasky. Kills still rolling in their feet. All 4 players gonna fall for Paris. They gotta try and go get those spawns, and they're gonna get them. All players for Paris spawning towards Walker's side. They're gonna hit the rotation. So the last 15 seconds gonna go the way of Sasky. They're gonna have the lead going into this P4. All players for Paris flooding through this front side. He's gonna find that opening kill. Stussy there for the trade, and here we go. Trades rolling in the feed. The Sasky players, sorry, Paris players on this hill, but Junos finds the kill. BK finds another. The players now for Paris all spawning out. You gotta go. It's a tie game.
Don't go out too far, but Wally is able to find one. And we're jumping off the map in the biggest moment of your CRL moment in the CRL playoffs, and you're going to win the game. Good gravy. Holy guacamole. One more time. The Sasky Shotgunners, they made it happen. I said, if you need to do it, it's going to have to be on lockers. And guess exactly what they get. I don't even know if Paris got a point.
They didn't get a single point from about midway through P2 to the start of that P4.
Commercial break. I wasn't lying to you. We're already back here in the map 2. Sasky Shotgunners versus the Paris Letdowns. Don't forget, Sasky up 1-0 in the series. Paris Letdowns, it wasn't a great map 1 for them. I mean, the score looks close, but you're not feeling good after that one. And I think for them, you need a bounce back here. You need a bounce back.
I mean, yeah, you got to bounce back. The teams are flipped, so the colors will look off to you. We're going to do our best. Forgive me if I make mistakes with the teams flip, but we're going to do our best. It looks right to you on your screen. The colors might be weird, but here we go. 3v3 now. Few opening trade battles going the way Nafty. Some shots exchanged, but no kills able to be found. They're trying to work their way. They do have their way onto this B site. You just got to plant the bomb, y'all. Or I guess you have Grim for Paris over towards his bomb site. He is watching it. Giants is going to find a kill to get the man advantage in the hands of Sasky. 28 seconds remaining. You got to plant the bomb soon. You do have 2 players. Pranav trying to catch a good timing, but no. He gets shut down. The trade. He gets shut down towards front couches, and Paris take that opening round after dropping that map number 1, and well, that's the start you need.
Obviously, we can see the arrows, so we know much better than them. But, I mean, the decision to wrap out there with, like, 30 seconds left, I mean, I'm just not that big of a fan of it. I mean, I'm sure maybe given the comms, it's like things are going a little bit different on their point of view. But, I mean, it's just like they had all of sight. They had Nafty back down. It's like, just throw that bomb down. You're feeling uncomfortable, though. I get it. You don't have a guy like in Dojo or outer Dojo to shut down that push, but we'll see. I mean, Paris Letdowns, they get a round on the board, which is exactly what they needed. But now let's see on the offensive end. What are they doing here? You got Junos. He's moving up the middle of the map. And he's able to find one.
Yeah, that's a good start. You do find that opening kill if you're the side of Sasky, but BK, he gets a kill. Wally gets one as well. So what you thought was looking up did not look up, and Sasky, they counter with a very quick, a slap in the face of a round number 2 to even it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and you saw that player from Sasky. They tried to get that bomb down quick, but that player outer Dojo just really throws a wrench to the whole situation. You got Wally up in mid too on that P1, and when you have no mid control, it's so hard to get that bomb down. We kind of saw in that first round as to why maybe they wanted to wrap out right there. It was definitely a factor. But yeah, 1-1 right here. Should we go on the offensive end again? Are we going back to B? That's kind of the problem I have with Den a little bit, is it gets a little one-dimensional sometimes. You see a lot of teams go toward that B side, and hey, where are we going? We're going toward B. You got 2 players in Dojo. The nades are coming out. Where does the first blood go? No players toward P1 for that team. For the Paris Letdown. Sorry, I got confused by the names. I had to think about it for a second.
I mean, these players, like you said, the B point, it's just what's favored on this side. Opening kill gonna go the way of Junos, but Stussy, he gets the trade with the nade. The nades are going crazy today. Going absolutely insane. Pranav's gonna chow this out. BK's gonna find a kill. Pranav's gonna find one as well. So now, all down left to Grim. Grim's the last player standing.
no.
He does find one. He is gonna get out with his life to try and reset it, but he jumped back up there for the rechow, and well, Sasky shut that one down quickly again. So Paris take 2 rounds in a row after dropping the first one, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, they're looking comfortable. They're moving together right there. I like that player. Who was it? Pranav, who pushed up toward the outer dojo, tries to get, real active there. And you need that. If you want to get the bomb down, we're talking about it, you need that. Be definitely the preferred side right here. So we're going to see a lot of it. And I mean, maybe now we spread the map a little bit. Let's throw in a default for Paris Letdowns. We need to get some information, see what's going on. But I mean, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go B. But it looks like we're getting a little bit of a spread push. Maybe we're attacking mid this time around.
Yeah. Maybe try and get a little something going. They do have the mute field in. Some players decide to do that,
goodness.
but ooh, he does get his head down. He does not lose his life. Gets out with just as much health as you need, which is more than 0. But they're playing this real aggressive Paris towards this front side middle with the bomb. Wally's going to find that opening kill. Pranav's going to get one as well. So man advantage again in the hands of these Sasky players. They're finding these opening bloods. They're finding all the bloods. Giants, though.
Golly.
He's able to find a couple big kills. He's the last player standing now in a 1 versus 2.
I mean, this is incredibly doable right here. I mean, those first kills, I mean, a little bit of an overchow out of Sasky right there, leaving him in a 1v2. You know exactly where he is, and I'm pretty sure they don't know that bomb is down. That's a big kill right there, and is he able to get out with his life? Pranav on the pinch, and he's able to pick it up. That got dangerous there, Q. That was not a place where they wanted to be at, but Giants almost makes it happen. Pranav, though, good on him to run him down because, me personally, if I'm in a 1v1 after a 1v4, I'm not sure I'm chasing him down right there. I might just, play my timings, but Pranav picks the right timing, and hey, he gets another round on the board for the Sasky Shotgunners, up 3-1.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that dies last
yeah.
in a 1v3 or a 1v4. You just don't want to be that guy. And so I know exactly what you're saying when I wouldn't chow it. I wouldn't push it. I don't want to be the guy that dies in the last one. Usually they say blame the guy that died second to last when you get clutched on, but either way, I'd hate being the guy that dies last in a situation like that. But again, Sasky on this offensive side favoring this B point, and I mean, just my goodness, his B point is just so favored. And I mean, you have Paris on the other side. They're committing 2 players over towards that A site, but Sasky looking like they're going to rotate over to A.
Goodness, don't bounce off each other on the walls. Be careful, guys, because you never know. And I like the quick decision to just rotate instantly out. It looks like 6 is starting to pick it up, so it might get slow, but Nafty wasn't ready to just push right in, so that bomb is going to go down. Junos is pushed up. Is he able to find one? Wow, big shots out of the Dravik. The trade comes in, though, but another Junos. How is Junos still alive? I'm not sure. Those team names, or not the team names, but just the names in general got me messed up. It was actually Pranav the first time around, and Junos is able to find that second 2-piece. I mean, that's just a good play. If you look at that minimap back after the round, it's like they got info 2 toward that B side, and they so quickly. I mean, I'm looking at the rebroadcast right now. They made that decision at 1 minute and 15 seconds. That's just enough time to get to B, see 2 people, and say, all right, we're going A. Don't worry about it, guys. We're making that rotation happen, and it leads them to be up 4-1. I mean, it was a slow start for Sasky. I'm gonna be honest. And that HP, I was like, wow, Paris looks good, but Sasky, ever since that point, ever since that, that switch flipped, it's been all Sasky from there on out.
Yeah, they're just looking to run away with it. They're pushing over towards this A side, trying to change something up, trying to get something. But Wally again with the first blood. I don't think I don't think Paris has gotten a first blood since the first round that they won, which was the first round of the game. The nades again gonna come in for the side of Paris. So now it's a 3 versus 2. Advantage still in the hands of these Sasky players. Pranav just trying to find something. Wally's there for the cleanup, and oh my lord, gravity wins the round. And he falls off the map. Match point 5-1 Sasky.
Bro, I mean, apparently Sasky got a 5th member on their team. It's called Terminal Velocity, bro. I mean, people just keep falling and, like, dying. Like, I mean, we don't even... Look. Oh, dude. Not in the kill cam. This guy just got put on blast. 4K. Everybody just saw it. Everybody just watched him. Just jump.
Everyone point and laugh. Everyone clip it. We need 8 different clips of the same exact thing.
He deserves it. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, 5-1. I mean, you got to think Sasky's feeling great. Juno's 8-4. We saw that big two-piece, and that was a big one in that round 6, or maybe that round 5 to like kind of close it out right there. But I mean, Sasky or Paris rather, they're not feeling so good. The kills just are not going their way. And like you said, Q, you got to find a first blood. Can you get the double nades in there? Yep, it looks
Oh,
like you can. I think the double nades
wow.
are working.
The nades in general are working all night long. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they've injected some sort of steroids in the grenades today, but they are flying around. And I mean, the big two-piece, and well, they got the first blood and the second blood that you needed. So Sasky backs against the wall a little bit in this round. Now Wally, the player, is standing. Nafty spots him out. Is he going to find it? Yes, he will. So quite a good round out of Paris there. They shut all those players down. A flawless round out of them, as they would say in Valorant terms. And, well, they're not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, that's a CRL sponsor flawless right there. I mean, we got any sponsors anymore, Gems? I don't think we do, unfortunately. But yeah, that's attack map flawless for sure. Yeah, shout out Shio. If you don't know, Shio made that. Keep that in mind. I want that to be known. Not enough people even know that. It's like, oh my god, the attack map. You know who? Oh yeah, shout out Bert. That's my goat right there. You know, we got producer in the ear. Yeah, shout out Bercules. Yeah, before Mercules, there was Bercules. Keep that in mind, everybody. That's some ball knowledge right there. Oh my god, wait, you just reminded me. Holy guacamole. Juno's with the first blood. I mean, he's running it down. When you got Juno's out there, it's hard to get a first blood.
Yeah, I mean, they're not finding first bloods. They're not even finding the second bloods. Giants, though, able to
Oh
find
gosh, it's
another,
just
but
over.
oh my lord. The round is over before I could even call out who's getting killed. And Sasky, after the great comeback in that map number 1, just steamroll him in the map number 2. And I mean, these Paris players, I mean, how much of that? I mean, that's exactly what happened. But here we go. Another den, the last map in this den gauntlet of a series. Sasky is up 2-0. The colors are wrong on your stream again, so forgive us if we get something wrong here. But open kill's gonna go the way of Sasky. So again, trying to find something. But the device spawning up towards mid had a little bit of positioning if you were the side of Paris, but not much gonna go your way. Some opening kills going their way, and well, device in the hand of Sasky trying to push this one up forward.
Right now with a big 3 kills to start things out on a 3 streak. You got this ball exactly where you want it, pushed up on the left side of the map. Junos gets a little bit overzealous, and you're forced to back up now if you are Sasky. The kills don't go your way, but Wally splits the defense. Don't tell me. Don't say it. He can push out P2, and he can score right now. Is he going to be able to make it? I don't want to see this happen. It doesn't happen. Ty does not go to the runner in this situation. It wasn't close. He's out by a landslide. And now you can push out left if you are Paris, but there's going to be 1 or 2 players there. It's going to be Wally and BK, the dynamic duo against a couple. Nafty with the big first blood. Can you make this cap happen, or is it going to be a big battle here? Let's see. Player 2 on the pinch. Big kill out of Stussy right there. This might get dangerous. Player 5 against everybody. You got the lead blocker, and you're able to cap. It's a big start for the Paris Renegade. Paris Letdown. Wow.
I mean, yeah, that was a good start. You had that lead blocker. That lead blocker fell, but I want to shout out Stussy. He found 2 big pistol kills, but the counterattack now coming in from Sasky. They have the device in hand, but their lead blocker's kind of going to fall in the feed. Stussy finds 2. Giant shuts that one down, so, well, the counterattack is shut down rather quickly. Device now in the hand of Paris, but Junos is there in that mid-cut to shut that one down. So trades kind of going back and forth. Device now in the hand of Paris. And you had it kind of in the area. I don't know if he backed up. I think he had a score there. I don't know. I didn't quite see it. We kind of saw it on the minimap, but he didn't quite get it. He's going to back up, trying to just wait for his teammates a little bit. Some kills now going to roll in the feed, kind of back and forth.
Thus, he does have a Hellstorm as well, so keep that in mind. It's going to be interesting to utilize it on this map. I mean, maybe like on the other side. I think it's probably better off for them if he saves it for the next round of play. Stussy up close front, gets wall banged. Not a lot of Paris letdowns to help you out here if you are those 2, but you do get shut down now. Sasky with the ball in hand, and it doesn't look like they have like an idea of what they want to do right here. They are splitting the map perfectly. This is exactly where you want to be. If you can find Grim, that's a good place to be, but you don't. And Stussy, I mean, he's having himself a map. I mean, Big two-piece out of Juno's right there, but I mean, 11-5 to start things out. He's got the Hellstorm in hand. He might will his team to a win right here in the map 3. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
trying to get this one. The defense is going pretty well, looking pretty spicy for the side of Sasky. So, or sorry, for the side of Paris. They're just shutting these pushes down. But Pranav, right as I said it, he tried to get something going, but he gets shut down. The team nades coming in. The nades are so good, they're even killing each other with them. But Stussy, with the device in hand, he's on 12-6. I'm not sure this is quite the guy you want to have the device in his hand. Crazy on 12-6. Grim's going to find a big 2 opening kills towards that backside, but you have 8 in Junos towards the back. He's going to find one. The player's kind of just going to outrun him. He's going to outrun him. He's going to try and get this going, but he finds the lead blocker, but not the guy with the device. And the score comes in for Paris. It's now 2-0. Stussy being the man right now on 13-7.
I mean, they just kept on pushing forward. Paris Letdowns, I mean, they were getting chased, but, I mean, they were just too fast. And, I mean, that's kind of how you want to play it. That's a great way to do it. Is there a third cap going to come through right here? Grim, out that dragon side area, isn't able to find one, and that should shut it down. Juno's with a big kill right there. And I don't want to, like we were talking about before, I don't want to kick a man when he's down, but I want to point this out. Wally's sitting at 5-11 right now. However, we are very well aware that is abnormal for Wally. So if you can get Wally activated, if you're Sasky, that's a big start for you. You just need, if you're Paris, you need to capitalize at this very moment because he's not playing like he normally does. That's a third cap, but in overload, anything can happen.
Yeah, and he just dives in like a dolphin right into the ocean, or in this case, the overload point. But 22 seconds remaining in this half. Device probably going to spawn up one last time. It's going to be picked up by these Sasky players, trying to get something going. Junos with some crispy shots, but he gets traded out rather quickly. Stussy on 19-10. He's got 19 kills in the first half of this overload. Talking about being the difference. Grim, kind of just going to pick up this device, going to play for this 30 extra seconds of overtime. Try and get some sort of push going. You know, you got one last push with 27 seconds left, and, well, Sasky now forced into defensive mode. And they're on the wrong zone, yeah.
Tweaking. I'm not sure exactly what happened right there. There's definitely a miscomm, but if you watch that mini map, there was something going on right there that was not right. That was not normally. I can guarantee you that. Those orange arrows that are supposed to be white were just not looking the right direction. There had to be a miscomm because they just let that player run on in. I mean, you could see that. I don't know who it was on that B point just waiting for Sasky to react. And there, I can guarantee he's like, yo, they're not over here. They got to be like mid or something, but finally, before the cap comes in, he makes it happen. I mean, that's a 4-0 lead for Paris. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's 4-0. I don't know if maybe Sasky got a little bit too comfortable with the 2-0 lead. Maybe thought they were going to have a breeze going into this. Maybe Overload's just their game mode. Maybe Paris is just, you know, the Overload merchants or something like that. But whatever it is, they're finding some mojo now. Stussy on 21-10. My lord. He has 3 scores as well. This guy is putting the team on his back right now, trying to will them to a map, to push this to a map number 4. Kill's going to roll in their feed again. So Device going to be in their control, at least for the moment, but Wally shuts that down from top broken. So Giants towards his P3, going to try and find some kills. His teammates do kind of fall around him. Device now going to be picked up by Sasky. Trying to get something going in this map number 3, but the kills from Giants going to roll in. They line up for him. The headshots working crispy and nofty, towards the front side. Going to shut that one down on 2 players, and another score going to roll in. It's 5-0.
And they got the ball spawn too. They got the ball spawn toward the locker side of the map. You might be able to wrap this as well. Pranav with a big kill right there to open things up, but you might still be able to score, and they do. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, this is just a run it down sort of game right here. Stussy 24-12. Giants 19-10, a generational form as well. I mean, this is just a flawless overload from the Paris Letdowns when, you know, I thought it might have been game over. I'm not going to lie. You were talking about it there, Q. Like, hey, maybe they thought it was going to be a breeze. I mean, I think maybe we all thought that a little bit. We thought this series might be over, but, I mean, hey, the writing could have been on the wall because of how they were playing it in that map 1. You know, you had to assume that they were going to wake up at some point, and boy, have they woken up.
I mean, yeah, they flipped the switch. Something flipped in them, and it turned the lights on in all 4 of their heads. So, 6-0. I mean, you still have plenty of time to work with if you're Sasky. At least you've got that going for you. But I mean, listen, it's not over till the fat lady sings. They're just trying to push this to a map number 4. Another score might come in here with the front blockers. They're just going to do their job to perfection, and it's 7-0 now. The kill's going to come in, but, I mean, it's just too late for the side of Sasky. 7-0 now. Wally on a 5 spree. So they're finding good kills in the feed, at least somewhat decently right now, but it's just too little too late.
You said it, Q. It's never over until the fat lady sings. I think there's one more here, but there's not. I mean, have we ever seen a 7-0?
They got one.
Have we ever seen a 7-0 comeback and overload? I don't think we have. I mean, Wally's on an 8th streak. Wally's on an 8th streak. That means he's got a Hellstorm in hand. Oh, he does get cut down, though, now. I mean, that might be the game over. That might be game over. I mean, look at this. It's a free walk. I mean, Giants are just staring at him. I mean, 8-1. Jeez Louise. Paris Letdowns. I mean, they said it's not over just yet. Yo, put away your Amazon Kindle. You're not reading to sleep right now. This series is still going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they went into that map 3 thinking, oh, it's easy, it's whatever. We're up 2-0. We came back into map number 1, ran them over in map number 2. But either whatever you might have been thinking, you best
right now exposure hardpoint. I mean, hey, I mean, we've talked this map up a good amount. Let's see if it lives up to the expectations. Search and destroy up next. Don't worry, you can turn off the stream. When you turn it back on in 15 minutes, we're watching map 5, I can guarantee it. But Sasky, they're off to a good start.
Yeah, off to a good start. Trying to get something going, trying to close this one out. Colors are flipped again, so apologies if we mistake anything. But here we go, 13 seconds. They're getting a little bit of decent time. Some kills still rolling in the feed for him. Is 3 going to fall, but Giants with a big 2-piece to shut them off that hill. He's going to try and play his life here, try and get something going, but the good thing is you got those Sasky players off that hill. You're playing a little bit of damage control towards that long. He's not able to find that kill, so a little bit of 2-2 trade in the feed. Nofty able to get that, but the trade's good for Sasky. Last 10 seconds looking like it's going to go your way. Well, it's not going to go your way if you don't have someone collecting that scrap time, but going to focus on these rotations for P2.
Oh. Big kills right there out of the Sasky Shotgunners. They shut down the push with the quickness. It was a 2v4 on New. They had the bite on the rotation. In Paris, they didn't want to wait. They did not want to wait any longer. They fought for it, but I mean, hey, you can't blame them. They don't know that it's going to be a 2v4, but the fight is here now, but the kill's still going back and forth. Giant's still alive, though. 5-3 to start things out. He is pinched on in. Can't wait for his teammates to spawn, but I don't know how he's still on time. He should be dead by now.
You got to kill this man. He waited for his teammates to, I mean, he played his life to perfection. And he got those kills waited. He got a couple kills waited for his teammates, and they covered up around him. And you have those Sasky players spawning out. Finding some good time now. Trying to get a good hold. The contest is in from Sasky. Grim able to find 1, make it 2. Trades kind of rolling in and out of the feed. A 1v1 for the last 10 seconds on this till. Gonna be won by Stussy.
Oh my
Spawns
god.
good for Paris once again. So they have these spawns, they have these rotations. All these Sasky players now forced to flood through this front side. So a little bit of a shaky start from Paris again in this hard point, but they kind of turn it around. A tie game.
I didn't like the way that looked out of Sasky right there. There's a lot of blunders right there on that P2 that led Paris to get way more points than they should have been able to get. I mean, look at the kills. I mean, it is like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's the beginning of the game right now. Wally off to a hot start, 10-6, and they are able to find that time. Nafty gets cut down. You are still spawning in the back here if you are Paris, which is good for Sasky. They have the opportunity to rotate off of this next wave of kills because they're going to keep spawning back there, especially with player 3 blocking as far back as he is. He's watching the right, he's watching the mid. If you are Paris, you got to hit the right, and that look like exactly what 5 is going to do, but you're a little late to the party. Don't think you're going to get any spawns flipping. I mean, if you look at it, they aren't. But it's going to be a big fight between number 3 and number 5. Is Stussy going to be ready?
Yeah, he does catch some shots. They now know, he knows that they know that he is back here. That's a tongue twister. But Wally trying to find this kill. Stussy, oh, gets some shots in, but he will fall. That's a big kill. Trades, though, kind of going back and forth, but in favor of Paris. Stussy, oh, gets some shots in, but he will fall. That's a big kill. Trades, though, kind of going back and forth, but in favor of Paris. Stussy, oh, gets some shots in, but he will fall. That's a big kill. Trades, though, kind of going back and forth, but in favor of Paris a little bit. They're going to find themselves on this hill. Trades a little bit even. Wally, he does get stunned. Just trying to shut this player down on this hill, and that's exactly what they do. But Sasky with the nade, he finds 2 off the hill. Make it 3, make it 4 in the feed. Nofty with a 2-piece of his own with the gunny. So what you thought was looking up for Sasky isn't. They get shut off the hill, but the good thing is you're still spawning here towards the back.
And the good thing for Sasky was that Wally was still alive. Is able to find 2, and that is going to extend their lead just a little bit, that last 10 seconds, and they have that jump onto New as well. Juno doesn't know which way to go. He is able to find 1, and he finds a second right there. Giants pre-fire and everything, is able to find him, though. The trade is there, but if you're Giants, you're all alone here in mid, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you can stay alive, but you get cut down. Now Paris, or now Sasky, they have everything. They have mid, they have time. If you are Paris, you're fighting an uphill battle right here because you got to get through at least a wave and a half in order to get to this time.
Yeah, you got to start going. The lead's starting to grow. It's 35 points now. The lead just, you can't let it get out of hand like you wanted, like you kind of thought it's going to be. But, well, as I say that, 3 kills going to roll in the feed for Paris. They're going to break their way onto this hill. So good damage control out of them to get that break in. Still 20 seconds remaining on this hill. How much I mean, if you're Sasky, how much do you really want to commit to this? You got some good time on it, but we are going to reset to a P1, so not much rotating really going to need to come in, but 3 kills going to roll in the feed for Sasky. They're going to break their way onto that hill. The last 10 seconds looking like it's going to go their way. Well, again, it's not going to go your way if you don't get someone on that scrap time, but we're resetting over here to this P1. The lead a little bit under 30 points.
Take a quick look at the scoreboard. We got Wally 18 and 13. The OGs in battle right now. Giants on the other side 16 and 11. Having a great one. Sasky on the time, gonna try to tie up this game right here. And I mean, they got the setup to do it. They know exactly where these players are. Nafty gonna be hiding on that time, and you know, none of Sasky really want to move like that. They don't want to get out there and fight toward that time. It was a really tough situation. Paris had the perfect setup right there, and they are just soaking P1. This is not where Sasky want to be. You got to see an outer route be hit. You got to see Khan or Low get hit, and it does. Looks like Wally's going to be there. He is able to find 2. That last 20 could go your way, but Paris, they picked up that lead.
Yeah, they picked up that lead. That was a good hold on that P1. If you can get 25, 30 seconds on a P1 on exposure, you can consider that a success. Over on these rotations, BK, a big kill to get those rotations in your favor. No one else is here, so these Paris players are going to have to rotate a little bit late. The opening time going to start going for the Sasky players. Going to try and float through this solar side. You got a couple players mid as well. You have 2 kills rolling the feed. Trades in your favor. Giants shuts that trade down as well. Wally, though, he gets a kill. Checkerboards rolling in, rolling out of the feed. Time now. Flipping hands over towards Paris. The break is in, but the good thing is for Sasky, you do have these spawns, so at least want to hold on to this if you can't get too much time.
I mean, if you can just contest here, I like the play out of them. Just contest and try to stay alive as long as you can. Stassy's still there. Big 2-piece right there out of Stasky to kind of lock down that last 20. You see Sasky, they're going to be questioning themselves. Do we hit it? Do we not? You see those arrows. They're stagnant right there. They're making a decision, and it's giving player 7 time to get through that middle side of the map. Stassy's still alive on a 5, being everything right now. And Grim has split the defense. He's causing a problem here on New, and great point out of UQ. 3 does spawn out, so these fights on New are going to mean that much more kill right there out of Nafty. One more player in the back. It's going to be Giants. Can you find anything? The spawn is there. Look at that. Number 5, player 7 spawns behind player 1. This is ridiculous. 50 seconds left on the time, and it's almost a tie game. Nobody knows what's going on.
This is an absolute bang out of a map. Wally with a big 2-piece of his own. The time in the hands of Sasky. A tie game now, but the spawn's in the hands of Paris. Player 8's going to be the man here. Giants on a route, trying to get something going. He's going to find 1. A little bit shaky. These players for Sasky are going to turn around and get that trade rather quick. But now you have to flip back around pretty quick for this backside. Gotta get some help here. 20 seconds remaining on this hill. Wally gets that opening kill. These players for Paris trying to flood their way in. Stussy finds 1. Trades in the feed. Good for Paris. 10 seconds going to go their way. Going to be down by about 10 points. Or sorry, going to be about a tie game. Sorry, a little bit under that. Going into this P4. The pinch is huge. Player 8 going to be huge here with 2 players for Sasky spawning out.
Player 4 in the back. I don't know if they're going to be ready for him. Player 5 is getting shot at. He's going to try to finesse. It's going to be Stussy Mo in the back, but the trades are there. Wally's still alive. The pistol's not good enough. A natural pinch. Player 2 and player 4 in the back. Finds one, finds another. That's BK. 19 and 18. Having a great map. I mean, dude, this map has bang out ending written all over it. It's already been a bang out, and we're only around 65% through it right now. Rest of this time is going to be big time right here. This is a big 25. There's no doubt about it. And Sasky's fighting for it. Brainab with a big 2-piece right there. And you got Paris. They're spawning deep outer solar. It's going to be a trek to do, but player 8, he got a good spawn. And he's going to be the first one at new. Stussy with another humongous 2-piece. If you watch his arrow, he's making plays. And now, if you are Paris, this is where you can make the game yours. But Wally's making incredible reads.
That was such a good read, and he finds another one on a Nafty towards mid. The hold, Paris, they rotated so early and they just got broken before they can find anything. The lead now 30 points and growing for the side of Sasky. They got a good P4 to P5 hold in that first set of rotations. Can they get it again towards here? Oh my lord, the mowing down has started. Rev the lawnmower, here they go. 30 seconds for the victory. They can win it here if these Paris players can't get near it. Oh my lord. Stussy though and Giants, they're able to pair up for a couple kills. Trying to break their way on here. You do have to contest if you want to get over to another P1. Time now going to flip hands over towards Paris. They're going to get as much time on this as they can, but now Sasky, how much do you want to commit to this? If you're on their side, you need 20 seconds for the victory. We are going to go to another P1, and oh my lord, it's about to be. I mean, it's been a bang out all night, and here we go.
I fear I've seen this happen before. Does it happen again is the question. BK making the play, is able to find one, jumps right in front of Nafty though. Do you pick up Khan? It doesn't look like you are. Stussy playing a little bit tight in that corner. Isn't ready for the trade to come through. Wally, he's ready for that player low sand, but they're not ready for Stussy. He is able to find one. The kills come on through. It's gonna be a 2-on-2 here for the time. 35 seconds left on the clock, and they weren't ready for Pronav to jump on that time, but Junos is watching over and being a great teammate. Big 2-piece right there. You're gonna fight a 2v4 right here. Stussy is finding the opening blood, but only 10 seconds left on the clock for Sasky to close out this series. Can you make it happen? They're flying toward the time. Grin trying to contest for as long as he possibly can, but the slides are there. Nafty on the pinch finds 2. Can he find a 3rd? It looks like he will. This game is still alive. You gotta rotate now.
Yeah, you gotta rotate. The Sasky players didn't rotate towards new, so the players here for the start are going to be Paris. They're gonna find that opening kill as well. The contest is gonna come in towards this front side. Grim's gonna find that kill. A pinch is now in from 2. BK, he gets a kill. Juno shuts that down. Grim finds one. BK finds another though. The contest is in. You gotta find something, but no. They get only the 2 seconds left that they needed, and Sasky avoid anything shaky, any sort of thought of a reverse sweep, and they take the map number 4 in a sweat out and a bang out to take the series 3-1.
And I mean, when the going got tough, Sasky Shotgunners